morning, everyone. Happy Friday, or Friday. Woohoo! It's still not snowy eastern Montana here. I don't know what happened to winter, but it missed us so far. I don't know. I hope we get some moisture in the spring. Good morning, Elena. Anyway, I am here and I am ready to see if we can get started and get this into the other into my group also. So I am going to go ahead and get you in the holder right away today. I have a beautiful card to share with you today. I think it's beautiful. I had some positive reviews. I shared it in my group the other day, or on here, I don't remember which, and it's the sunset card. So I'm going to show you how to use the new blending brushes and a few other things. So we'll get through the business aspect quick and we'll move right on to it. So I'm going to put you in the holder. So I'm flipping you around and I'm going to see if I can't get you, we can't get on Facebook. My iPad's being wonky. All right. See if that works. See if we can't get everything headed in the right direction on Facebook. Being wonky. Everything headed in the right direction on... Oh, and it's going to let me share. Woohoo! I am sharing it in my group. So yay! Welcome my page and my group. Forgot to turn my volume down. Anyway, yeah, I was saying it's not very snowy here at all. We had a little cold, but not much snow here in eastern Montana. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do the sunset card today. I made it for a friend who was having a 70th birthday, and he no longer lives in eastern Montana. So I thought I would send him an eastern Montana sunset for his birthday. So I do not physically have the card to show you what I'm making today. I have just the picture in my head, I guess, and we're just going to go for it. We're going to be using the Hey Chick bundle, this one, excuse me, and I'll show it to you up close. But remember, these are available starting February 2nd. The Hey Chick, excuse me, the bundle, the Hey Birthday Chick is already available in the catalog. And as of February 2nd, the dies will be also available, and you can bundle them if you haven't bought this already and save 10%. We're going to use this happy birthday today on our card. But they have some little extra things like fences and feed bags and chicken scratches and that kind of thing. So it's really a cute set. The other one is the Hey Chick set that was out 3 years ago, but they're re-releasing it, and you can get that bundle. So that's one order, one piece of business. This month's paper pumpkin will be, or I should say next month. So in February, this will be delivered. You have to be signed up by the 10th of February to get this kit. And it's all about sharing your sympathy and support, caring and loving and that. Good morning, Sherry. And, of course, it is celebration time. So for every $50 you spend in either of the other catalogs, you can pick out something free from here. If you get to $100, you can pick out a $100 purchase. And I have nothing today that I'm sharing with you from this. If you host a party or have an order that's $300, you get this set that goes with some of our punches. And if you'd like to join, you get 5 stacks of paper, which is 200 sheets. And it's $99 for $125 worth of products that you self-select. This is some ideas of what you could get. If you're interested, I could send you a brochure and more information. If you're interested in it, let me know. I would love to have you join our team and play. And also, don't forget, you can earn free products with just me. This is an offer just through me by documenting your orders. They have to be at least $50. And then when you get to 400, you get to pick out $40 worth of free. This is just from me. It says it's good for 1 year from the date of the first order. I can be a little lenient with that. So like I said, it's just an order from me. And with all that's happened, if your budget doesn't allow $400 in a year, I get it. I totally get it. So this is what we're using today. I wanted to show you right off the bat. And I didn't mark them. I know exactly where it's down in this corner. See, there they are. So we're going to use these blending brushes today. They're on page 70. They're a set of 3 for $12. And I will show them up close and personal to you. And then the other thing we're using today is this bundle, which is the Ride the Range and the Open Range dies. Like I said, I made that sunset from this set. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. And off we go. I'm hoping I'm not going to get tangled in my cord again this week. I had to fight with it all last week. So I have all my pieces ready to go. I decided on this since I had all my materials out from that other one that I had made. So this is the stamp set. I fell in love with this set because of where I live. I mean, this is Eastern Montana, the windmills, the riders, the bales of hay, horseshoes, cows, barbed wire, fences, the whole everything. So that's why I got this one. I was really excited to get this one. So we're going to set the stamp set aside. Actually, we're going to set it all aside for right now, and we're going to start with the sunset. I had something else I was going to share with you about these brushes, but I don't know what I did with it. So, oh, that's not my paper. That's my envelope. Ready to go. So, all right. So this is the piece of paper. It's just 4 1/4 by, actually it's like 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, maybe. I can tell you the dimensions for sure later. Oh, you know what? Before we get started, this is not what I was thinking of, but I do have this set aside. Remember I told you there's those little boxes that go with the paper pumpkin kit from last week? So I got them, and you can, if you need some, let me know. I have got plenty here because I was going to do that vendor show next week, and I'm not going to. But the boxes are so cute, and there's little tags, and they fit like the size of a Ghirardelli chocolate in there. So I'll be making some and giving some away, I think, but I will have extra boxes, or I could order some for you if you are interested. All right, enough of that. Oh, I still have snails, and they go with the the snail mail set from the catalog. All right, back to the brushes. So these are the brushes. Like I said, they come in a set of 3, and they do wash off. I have not chose to wash these off. Good morning, Deb. Because I knew I was going to use them again, but they're dry already. I'll probably end up having one for each color family, but they do rinse out really well, and then they won't bleed into the other colors. So if I rinse this out really well, I could still use it like on a yellow pad and it wouldn't come out. Anyway, they look like they're sponges, but they're bristles. I don't know if I can get it up close enough for you to see that it's like a big toothbrush. And they're just so tightly in there. So we're going to use these. These are called blending brushes. And I watched a video, and that's what I wanted to look up. I wanted to look up the name of the person whose video I watched because it was a very good video and you could go watch it. But I guess you'll just have to watch me. I guess you are watching me. So I have some blocks that I already used for them. Like I said, we're going to make a sunset. So we're going to do yellow, red, and purple. We're going to start with the yellow. And there is no real rhyme or reason on this as far as where this goes or how it goes together. So you could do it whatever way you wanted. But you just take your blending brush and you just rub it in your ink pad. And this is Bumblebee. And you can see I've got it inked up just to make sure you don't have too much ink on it. You can tap it on a clear block and get any excess. I don't have any excess there, so, or not much at least. So I kind of wanted my sun to be a little off center. So I am going to just go in and start rubbing, start blending. And the handles are flexible, so you can, I just ended up holding it, I don't know, like this. However you want to hold it, and you can get more ink off your block, or if there's not much there, you just go back in. And I don't mind if the sun has a big blotch in the middle, because yellow blotch, because that's kind of the sun. So yeah, so there we go. We have our sun started. I'm going to do it one more time, and I'm just going to go out a little bit from there. And I'm going to have hills here, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do anything down below. So I'm going to set that aside. And in my sunset, I went for pink next. This is Melon Mambo. And again, this is an older pad, but it still works. And I'm going to tap off the excess. You can see where I tapped off the excess, just so you don't get a big blob. You can start from the outside and work your way in if you don't want a big brush mark possibly happening. So you can see. And I'm just going to keep going out. And you work in circular motion. And like I said, I'm just using this as my holding spot this time, because I'm going to have hills down here. So I'm just doing the sky right now. All right. So the next one I'm going to add is Poppy Parade. And this is a newer pad. So I'm going to rub, and I have all the other rubbed off, but I'm going to tap. And at this point, it doesn't matter if they mix, because we're going to want it to mix anyway. And I'm trying to avoid this area right in here, just so it doesn't get, I want it yellow, but the rest of it can kind of just blend. All right, I'm going to go to purples next. Maybe I'll see what I can get off this block first and use it up. Just fun. I wanted to play with these, and I needed to make that card, and so I just kind of ran with it. I'm going to start with the lightest purple, which is Highland Heather that I have out. And let's see here. This one's a little juicier, you can tell. So I'm not picking up too much, so I'm not going to even go to the block. And you just go around. I'm trying to leave a layer of pink, and you can kind of see an orange there. And take it out further. And just keep blending. What's everyone up to this weekend? I am going to a birthday party for my great niece tomorrow. She's 1 year old. She is a cutie, of course. How many 1 year olds are not cuties? And my kids are coming home. So I'm going to just trade to Gorgeous Grape. Let's see if it's got too much. Oh, that one did have a little on it. And I'm just going to keep going out further and further away from the sun. And I got to this point and I thought, oh, okay, well, that's a really pretty sunset, but it kind of looks girly with the pinks and the purples. So I thought, well, not all sunsets are pinks and purples. So my next color I decided to do. I thought, well, the sky is not purple. It kind of is. But at sunset, sometimes you also kind of almost see like a navy. So that's our next color we're going to go into, is Night of Navy. Just rub, tap, and I'm getting my edges. And as you can kind of see, the night sky kind of starts coming out. I get up around the top. No. I'm going to have this on black paper, so I'm also going to do my edge because I don't want a layer of white showing. Most of my edge is already done just from doing this, but rub, rub, rub. Kind of there. All right. So it's kind of looking like a sunset. So then you kind of go in reverse. And we're going to go back to a little bit of red. I know. I have a love-hate relationship with these ink pads. And look, I'll probably have red on it by the end. Just kind of blend it, get a little more orange. And it doesn't pick anything up from the paper, so you're fine there. And then the last one I'm gonna do is my yellow again. Oh, just grabbed the wrong brush. That you can see I didn't do too much damage there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that off of there. Yeah, you can tell you're doing live when you have grabbed the wrong brush. So I'm actually using the yellow brush this time. And I'm going to start in the center and go out. Kind of a sunset. And we can come back in with whatever other color we want. So there's kind of my sunset blob. I don't know if it turned out as well as my first one, but we're going to run with it. It'll look better after I add the other stuff. So we're going to set this aside for a minute. And we can add more to it later if we decide we want to. And I'm going to set the brushes and the blocks aside. I think the blocks would come in much handier and be more useful if I had really juicy ink pads. But right now, my ink pads probably need to be rewashed. Not rewashed, re-inked. Good Lord. I had coffee coming toward my mouth and I was thinking the wrong thing. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to use the little mini die cut machine. I know, aren't they great brushes, Jerry? And this one you can use up to, I think, 3-4 inches. It's just the little guy. You can't use all of our dies with it, but you can use a fair amount. And I had my paper. Oh, I had my paper right here. Oh, here it is right here. So this piece is, I don't have my ruler on this as nicely as my other mats. This is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's 5 1/4 this way because it's going to be as wide as the card. And then it's about 4 inches, 3 3/4 inches. So 3 3/4 inches is what goes through here, by the way. So let me make sure I'm getting this right. This is going to go, I've got this a little too wide. Oh well. I will get this trimmed down. I have it the full width and I had already trimmed down the white for the sunset. All right, I have to trim it down. I have to give it a little haircut. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. Make sure it's the right width. Yeah. Okay. So it's 4 1/4 by, we're gonna make it 4 1/8. There we go. Okay. Now we're ready. Sorry about that. So we want, good Lord, Cheryl. Still looks huge. Okay, so as long as this is fine, we're good. We're gonna take this piece from the open range dies and we're gonna create a hill. And I don't want, I'm gonna make a 2D hill. So I don't want it to actually line up exactly straight across. I'm gonna make it kind of go at an angle. And it's okay if it doesn't go all the way through. I can use my scissors to trim it a little bit. And I'm gonna use my little machine. And with this it tells me I need one plate and the 2 twos. So we're gonna do that. And we'll put this in that way. And it doesn't really matter where this goes because you're going to layer it. And it just kind of makes it look kind of cool. I should have got my sandwich ready and then put it in. Sometimes they like to move though. So go ahead and crank it through. Should have taken my mat up. Oh well, it worked. There you go. So, it looks like I should have made it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to trim that piece, that edge. I found my snips. They were in wedding stuff. Can you believe that? I'm still trying to find odds and ends of wedding stuff. Here and there and everywhere. So I had, my cardstock needed to be a little smaller to go through this machine. Apparently about 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to trim that off my base. And it will be fine. Like I said, it's just going to be a hill. And it's a silhouette, so not a big deal. So I just trimmed it up. So this is how I'm going to layer these, probably something similar to that. Or I can go this way, but I want to get rid of those lips, those marks from the cutter. So I think I'll go this way. What do you think? Oh, you're not even in camera. There you go. Sorry about that. Okay, so then it will lay over the card like this. All right, we're gonna make some, we're gonna make a windmill and some fences. So I'm gonna kind of just lay that there. And I'm gonna make a windmill. Here's the windmill die. So I'm going to set my paper on there and make the windmill. And I need a fence. I had another piece of black paper here. Oh, just a second. Let me grab some more black paper. My black paper seems to have walked off. So I will get another piece. And then I'll find the other piece. That should be big enough. Oh, Just when you think you're organized, then you're not. I went to bed all happy. I had everything ready for today. Then I didn't sleep well at all. Not at all. Well, I'd sleep and then I'd wake up and I think I'd slept for hours and it had been 10 minutes. I had weird dreams and I don't know what I ate or what it was, but anyway, so there's the windmill. And you can get your die brush or just use any kind of pokey tool. I have the take your pick tool. And I'm not going to get my trash up. I have little cupcake liners for sometimes these little jobs. So there we go. There's a few more in there. Just poke them through. The die brush works really well too, but I don't have that one out today. It's actually an attachment to the take your pick tool that you buy separately. I don't have the attachment. I have the old style one, which works just as well. But it's just one of those things I didn't feel like I needed to invest in another one. So I don't think this is going to work. This is my fence. It is going to work on there. So we're going to run with that instead of using another piece of paper. Get the rest of my little pieces off here. Whew, my husband has the heat on in the basement today. All right, and it doesn't matter which side you load this from. Get your die on where you want it. And run it through. Sometimes I need a third hand. All right, here we go. And then we need a happy birthday out of black. And I know that's not going to fit on this little piece of paper. But there's my fence. Not cute? I don't know if a fence can be cute, but I think it's cute. Little fence. So, throw my pieces in the trash. And then I'm going to get out the birthday chick stamp set, or die set. Because as a demonstrator, I got to order this early. And I'm going to grab this happy birthday. And I have too many toys on my table. Tools, they're tools. Don't tell my husband I call them toys. I tell him I need all these tools. Actually, I don't tell him a lot about this. He just shakes his head. He can't complain because he likes all the... He likes to buy his guns. That's his hobby. Well, thank you, Kylene. Are you doing bookwork again today? The fence is cute, isn't it? Ooh, I got a smile or a laugh. Okay, this is kind of a tight one, so you're just gonna have to wiggle it loose. Nothing major. There we go. All right, I think we're done with the machine. So I'm going to fold those up. Like I said, this is our mini machine. It doesn't cut all the dies, but it cuts a fair share of them. And it's half the price of the large one. So if you want to just try getting in and trying some of the littler dies, you are very welcome to get in touch with me or place an order. All right, let's see here. I take your pick tool. I'm going to pop out my happy birthdays. And then we're going to go ahead and start building the rest of the front of our card. We will be doing some stamping on the inside, but the outside is all die cuts and blending brushes for the sunset. Oh, it's kind of stuck in there. There we go. It was just kind of wedged. It was cut out, but it was just kind of wedged. All right. I should have got the die brush out. It's so much faster. But I think I like the die set for a lot of reasons, but that happy birthday is pretty quick and easy. So before I lose this die, I'm going to put it away. I'm going to put my dies away before I lose them. Oh, have a good day in Jordan. Any Jordan people out there, go buy some fabric if you're a fabric person. I gotta get my free plugs in every week from my friends, the Wayward Quilters. Maybe they'll put plugs in for me on their day, where they're going. Yes, the Windmill is cute too, isn't it, Sherry? I just loved this set. I had to have it. It was on my must-have list when I first saw the set in the catalog. Or when I first saw the catalog, it was one of my, oh, I have to have. And then I fell in love with the chick, and then they wouldn't let us order it until they announced this promotion at the beginning of this month. We saw the rest of it in October, so I had to wait and find out what they were doing special about the birthday chick. So, okay, these are our pieces that we're going to put together and make our card. I am going to put this down first. I'm going to use tear and tape, just because I'm going to put it right along the bottom, because I'm going to layer some of these other things in. So I'm going to put it at the bottom. Is that how I want it? Double check, make sure that's how I want it. Got to get it back on camera. Yeah, okay, so I want this side. I want the adhesive on this side. I don't want to put adhesive up here because I'm going to tuck stuff in, like the fence posts maybe, and the windmill. So I'm just using some tear and tape, just because it was easy for me just to put it down there. I'm kind of a tear and tape girl. I like the fact I can just put it on there and tear it off. And sometimes I even put it on when I send people their class materials. So there's our first layer. See, it looks more like a sunset already, doesn't it? Yeah, before that it kind of looks like an atomic bomb. There was just a little piece that needed to be trimmed off there. So I'm going to do the same thing on this. Oh, yep. Have to put it on your wish list, Sherry. All right. And unless you cut them all out at the exact same time, the exact same way, and do your sunset the exact same way, you're never going to get two of these that are going to be exactly the same, which is totally fine. I didn't take measurements as I was making the card for that friend of mine, but I knew it wouldn't be hard to duplicate, kind of, sort of, one way or the other. So there's my hills. Now I need to decide where I'm going to put, isn't that pretty? Put my fence. I want it to kind of silhouette also. Ooh, I kind of like that. I know it's a lot. I kind of like seeing that. Maybe we'll put this, maybe we'll put the fence up here. See, now you just get to play until you see how you like it. So we can do the fence, and then we can put the windmill here. What do you think? Does that work? And then the happy birthday there. Thumbs up if you like it that way. I know there's a delay. Okay. Sherry says nice. Any other comments? I could put it the other way. I kind of like it the first way. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it this way. All right. I like the sunshine behind the windmill. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. So we need to put it back together that way. Now, this time I was going to try to use my adhesive sheets, and I forgot, and I've never used them, so I'll try to remember to do that. The adhesive sheets turn these things into like little stickers, but I didn't use it. So I'm going to use the Tombow liquid glue, and I'm going to use this end. Some people didn't know that it does have another end, but this is for bigger projects that you're smoothing stuff on. And I do keep it in my little plastic cup I have hot glue in, so it keeps the glue in my tip. You like it the first way, Sherry, or the second way? Okay, and so then you just put little dots. I heard a saying the other day, dot, dot, not a lot. So just put a couple little dots here and there, mostly on the intersections. All right, so then we're going to put it on, and it doesn't matter if some of the fence posts are ahead and some of them are behind. It's a fence post on a hill, and that Tombow will dry pretty clear. So there we have that. We have these extra little pieces that we can trim off. I'm glad they made it just a little bit longer so we could put it at an angle or whatever. Now we're going to do the same thing with the windmill. Dot, dot, not a lot. My husband's talking very loud upstairs. Can you hear him? I don't know what he's doing. He must be solving some world problem. I come to the basement thinking I'm going to be nice and quiet down here. The joke's on me. Well, we're going back to the first way, Sherry, so thank you. I agree with you. All right, I thought I needed another dot, so. But again, dot, dot, not a lot. And this glue, it doesn't matter if it dries a little before you put it on. It actually has a more permanent, or it just has a, you can use it if it dries or not dries. Okay, now I found a place I can hold it. I'm going to put this going up. Not at an angle, Cheryl. There we go. I moved it. And then you just have to hold this for a second. I just think it's a striking card. Okay, time's up. And we're going to do the same thing with the happy birthday. Dot, dot, not a lot. For those of you who are local to me, I hope you saw that my open house is canceled for the day. In my class, I will reschedule it. I found out after I scheduled it last week that my great uncle had passed away, and I kind of hemmed and hawed and tried to wait and find out when they were having the funeral. And by the time I found out that it's not this weekend, it's next weekend, it was kind of getting to be too late. Then I found out that my girl was coming home and her back's been bothering her, and I just thought, you know, maybe it's a sign that we'll just do it another time. So there we go. There's our happy birthday. Now I'm going to mount this on black because I want it to still pop as a silhouette. I did cut my cardstock at, this is 11, so this is, I scored it at 5.5. And I'm just going to fold it over. And I got my desk all put together here, my table area. So, yeah. So now all my stuff's put away, but I have to look around twice to find where I put it. Oh, thank you, Sherry. So we're going to put it on here just so we can get the silhouette look. I can see black, or I can see the white when I'm looking at it from the side. So I'm going to just brush it with my blue brush to try to take off some of that white shine, or that white, the white look. I could even put a little blue on it, just because I don't want it to be glaring. Oh, there's a white layer there. So I know I just get picky sometimes. So that looks a little better. So. All right, so there's that. Now this, I'm just going to use seal, the Stampin' Seal, and got to get it going with your finger. Oh, I'm still using that check mark from the fast fuse that I learned. Sometimes it works with this, sometimes it doesn't. So there you go. And I get to play on my Cricut this afternoon to make a birthday present. So I have a very thin border on this one. I did not leave my usual. I've got a very thin border, like 1/8 of an inch around. There we go. So there's the front of our card. And for the inside of our card, because it's black, of course, you can't. Oh, I might have been out of focus. Sorry. It has a hard time keeping up with me when I move fast sometimes. Anyway, since the inside's black, unless you have a special pen, I usually make something. So I took some Bumblebee, since that's the color of the sun. And I think we will use, we're just going to use black ink. And let me grab a block. And we're going to use some barbed wire. And I think we'll put some barbed wire at the top. And tap, tap, tap. Try not to get my head in it. I kind of line it up with the grid paper. This grid paper is kind of handy to have. And yes, customers can buy grid paper. So I did half. Now I'm going to come at it. Hopefully my hair... Oh, I am so sorry. I just looked up and my big head was in the road. All right, so I'm going to try to do it without getting my head in the road this time. Line it up. Okay, we're going to turn it over. You know what? I'm going to do it at the bottom so I can see it, and then I'm going to make it look like it's the top. How's that? So you don't have to get my hair in the road? Sorry about that. Yeah. I did fix my hair today because I have to go to town later. Take care of the money for the ball games. Okay, so there's the top of our card. Yeah. And I will wash this off later. Grab another block. We already have happy birthday on the outside. I think we'll do life's a journey, enjoy the ride. Or no, take time for the simple things. Yeah, we didn't do anything with cowboys, so we won't go with the ride. We'll take time for the simple things. And my birthday card will be, my birthday card will be complete. But that's how I lose stamps. My envelope is not, so maybe I might have to do something with the envelope. All right, see if this is stamping kind of straight. Yep, it is. Perfect. All right. Just have to, should have made a baby card. This isn't really a card for a little baby birthday. Oh, well, okay. So take time for the simple things. Where is my seal? Oh my gosh, I actually put it back in the adhesive box. Yes, I have an adhesive box now on my desk. I have one wall of my craft room done, which is pretty huge for me because I just had a table. Good morning, Cassie. So I'm gonna just, I have some marks on here. I should not have done it that way. I want it smoothed out. All right, here we go. And I did make this so there could be a bigger border around it. Okay, so there you have it. There's our card. Happy birthday. Take time for the simple things. Kind of a Western theme, or I guess prairie theme. It's Eastern here, Eastern Montana. And then I do have the envelope. So I think we'll do that same thing across the bottom. And I'll try not to get my hair in the way. Yeah, it sounds like he's having a wrestling match upstairs without me. Silly fella. And one more. Kind of got off camera a little bit, sorry. And then we'll do take time for the simple things, just right here on the bottom. And there you have it. There is our card for the day. And how are we doing on time? Oh, a little long, but that's all right. Here you go. So again, we use the blending brushes, and you could pick whatever colors you wanted to use for a sunset that worked for you. I used Bumblebee, Melon Mambo, Poppy Parade, Night of Navy, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather, but you wouldn't have to use that many. You could use it. And like I said, these are 3 for $12, and they're really heavy duty. They're very nice, very nicely made. And I also used the Ride the Range with the open range dies, and you can get this as a bundle, and this would save you 10% if you bought them together. And I also used the Hey Birthday Chick dies, and you can get these as a bundle starting Tuesday. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Sherry, and thank you everyone else, and I will talk to you later. Remember to like, comment, and share. I need to go do a drawing for last week's. I had lots of people. Some weeks it's pretty easy to figure out who should get a little thank you or a little card, but other weeks I have to actually do a drawing. So I will get on that. I know I have a backlog of a few that I need to still get out. So anyway, have a great day, and thank you for crafting with me. Bye-bye.